Hello everyone and very welcome to my YouTube channel Laiba's English Corner. In our today's video, we are going to discuss another chapter of New Oxford Modern English Book 8. As you know that I am creating different videos on different chapters and different books of the Oxford syllabus. I will provide the link of this book in description so you can go and watch other chapters as well. So we are going to start our new chapter, which is Children Understand Him. First of all, we will discuss the words to know, then the chapter, then we will go on the introduction of the author, and then we will move toward the exercise. So without wasting any time, let's start with our chapter. So it's very important thing to understand the meaning of the difficult words before moving to the chapter, because when these words will be used in the chapter or in the poem and you will not understand, so the meaning would not be clear. So we are starting with the words to know. First word is hospitality. Hospitality means kindness in welcoming strangers or guests. When you welcome guests or strangers, so with kindness, this is known as hospitality. Next word is humored. So humored basically mean to have compiled with the wishes of someone or indulge them, or we can say lenient. You have heard the term in your daily life good humored person or ill humored person. So a good humored person is a person who is having good mood, who talks with others in friendly or in good way. While ill-humored person is a person who is arrogant, who is having a lot of pride, who is not talking with others in a good mood or in a good way. Next word is inadequate, which basically means not enough or not good enough. When something is not good enough or when something is not enough in quantity, so we can say inadequate. Fourth word is intact, which basically mean remaining sound, secure, whole or uninjured. Next word is relied on, which mean to have faith or confidence placed on, depend upon. Next word is revoked. Revoked basically mean withdrawn, recalled or simply reversed. Last word is self-respect, which means a feeling of pride and confidence in one's own qualities and worth. As you all know, that self-respect is one of the most important thing in the world. So now we're done with the words to know and now we will move toward the poem. But before moving toward the poem, I would like you to tell a small summary of this poem to make the things very much clear. Now, this story is of an old man who was living with his sons and daughters. Now, they were treating him like a guest. They were not treating him in a good and well mannered way. He was surviving on a small pension. He was feeling like a dry bed of the river, like he was only having the old memories to survive. But his grandchildren were playing with him, their punches, their kisses, their hugs make him feel very much energetic and alive. So, this chapter or this story is of an old man who was not having well relations with his own children, but his grandchildren were contributing a lot to live a happy life. So, let's start with a poem. Children understand him, and only this has kept intact his pride and self respect. In the first three lines, the writer is saying that only children understand the old man condition. Now, old man was living in a very miserable condition, but the children understand him, they play with him, they kisses him, they hugged him. So, because of this, he feel very energetic and joyful. Otherwise, he is a dry stream bed living on memories and an inadequate pension. In the next three lines, the writer is saying that he was like a dry stream bed, like when you have nothing to do in your life, when there is no happy thing to do in your life, you are only having some old memories to survive on. So, old man was in the condition that he was only surviving on the old past memories because his children were not treating him well. And he was only surviving on his pension, which was not enough as well. And the hospitality now given revoked of his sons and daughters. His sons and his daughters were not treating him well. They gave him some respect before, but now he is having no respect. Whenever some guests are there in the house, they send him to his room. Why? Because he is an old man. And they felt that if he will sit in the guest, he will say his own stories, which would be worthless. An old man who must be humored and sent to his room when there are guests about, but always to be relied on to keep the children upstairs out of mischief. I have told you before that whenever the guest came into their home, they sent old man back to his room. An old man was in the condition that you must talk to him in a good mood, but he was sent to his room. He was treated harshly by his own children. So children often go in the room of an old man and plays with him. Yes, they understand him. From man roar and friendly punches to the chest and damp kisses on scrubbed cheeks, they sail to the harbor of his knees. In the last lines, the writer is saying that the children only understand his condition. Now they feel that the old man is alone. So they punches on his chest, the damp kisses, and on scrubbed cheeks. They were playing with him, and because they were playing with him, he was feeling very much energetic and happy. Otherwise, the behavior of his own children was very much poor with him. So now let's move toward the introduction of the author as we are done with our poem, which was very much easy and which is also a moral lesson for us that we should treat our elders, our parents, our grandparents with very much respect and honor because they are the one who brought us, who guided us, who gave us each and everything. So they have the right to be respected, they have the right to be loved. So let's start with the introduction of the writer. So this is basically written by Tawfiq Rafat, who was born in Sialkot and educated in Dehradun, Aligarh, and Lahore. So, surprisingly, he is from Pakistan, Sialkot. He is traditionally thought of as the founding father of poetry in English in Pakistan. So, he is known as the father of poetry in Pakistan of English language. Tawfiq Rafat has not only made his mark in the subcontinent, his work has also appeared in international anthologies. So it means that he is not only working as a writer in Pakistan, but he has also appeared in international anthologies. Anthologies basically mean a collection of the best work and is included in secondary school and university curricula in Pakistan, USA, Australia, and Africa. That his writing is not only appeared in the curriculum of Pakistan studies but it's also included in USA, Australia, and Africa. Tawfiq Rafat has also written a play in verse, The Foothold, unpublished, which was published by the GC Dramatics Club Lahore. Rafat's poetry encapsulates profoundly the essence and reality of Pakistan culture and life. Encapsulate basically means to present the facts. So, as they have already mentioned, that he encapsulates the essence and the reality of Pakistani culture and Pakistani life. Children Understand Him is a perfect example of the essay with which Tawfiq Rafat manipulates the English language to express Pakistani life, atmosphere, and culture, and yet appeals to a university readership. Tawfiq Rafat passed away on 2 August 1998 at the age of 71 in Lahore. So, in the last lines, they have mentioned that Tawfiq Rafat encapsulates the reality of Pakistani culture, society, and atmosphere. That how the children are treating their parents in a very bad manner when they are in their old age. The parents are surviving on their pension, and the one who don't have pension are surviving in the miserable condition. So, this is the moral lesson for all of us to treat our parents, to treat our grandparents as well with a lot of respect and honor. They are the one who have a lot of efforts in upbringing us. So now we are done with our words to know, our poem explanation, and the introduction of the author. Now let's move toward our exercise. So first is answer the following question. So you have to keep the poem in mind and answer these questions. First question is, to what is the old man compared in the second stanza and why? The answer is, the old man is compared to a dry stream bed. The poet is telling us that the man has led his life. It's, of course, been run like that of a stream or river, and now it is dry because he was not treated well by his own children. Question number two, why is the old man sent to his room when there are guests in the house? The answer is, the old man would probably bore visitors with stories of his own life and may also put visitors off by showing some of his infirmities. So he was sent back to his room. Why? Because he would bore visitors with the stories of his own life, which would be very much boring according to his own children. Question number three is, do you think that the old man always lives in the same house? Now, I don't think so. Why? Because there was one line mentioned over there that he was living with his sons and daughters. So the answer is, the old man probably goes from one child's house to the next. We are told that his sons and daughters putting up with him is a hard task for them, so they probably take it in the turn. And he was staying with them with his sons and daughters. He was not living in the same house, he was moving from one son or daughter to the next, and still they were treating him badly. That's the poor and harsh reality of the Pakistani society. So I hope you are clear till now. Let's move toward question number 4. Who gives friendly punches or friend punches to the chest? To whom? Who gives the damp kisses? Who has scrubbed cheeks? Why? Now we know that his own children were not treating him well. They were treating him poorly. So the grandchildren were playing with their old man, their grandparent. So the answer is, the children gave the old man friendly punches to the chest. The old man gives his grandchildren damp kisses on their scrubbed cheeks. The children's cheeks are scrubbed by their parents when they are dirty. So this was the answer of question number 4. Now before moving toward question number 5, it's a request to subscribe my channel Live as English Corner for further English linguistic and literature videos. Next question is, do the recipients of the purchases and kisses like these things? So the answer is yes, the recipients of the punches and kisses like these things because they understand that the old man to go him as a sailing boat goes to the harbor. They feel safe on his knees and they find his company friendly. So the recipients are the grandchildren. So basically, the question is that do the children like that the grandparent to play with his grandparent and to spend time with him? So the answer is yes, they feel very much comfortable and friendly. Next question is, can you think of anyone in your family who lives a life similar to that of an old man in the poem? So you have to answer this question by your own self. Look around. If you have any person, write yes and explain a little. If no, simply write no. Next question is, what do you think is meant by the phrase living on memories? Question mark. If I talk about the answer of the previous question, I would definitely say no because there is no one in my family who is living in that such condition. Answer to this question is living on memories refers to the thoughts and recollections of the old man. He lives in the past, relates stories of his lives of a long ago, and probably wishes for that life again, rather than the current situation in which he finds himself. So, living on memories mean that the old man was living on memories. He was thinking about the past life, past happiness, because now he was not happy. He was only happy with the grandchildren, but the basic tension or basic depression in his mind was about his own children, that they were treating him not well. Next question is, do you like the poem? Say why do you like or dislike the poem? So, my answer would be that yes, I like the poem because it encapsulates the harsh reality of the Pakistani society. And moreover, it is the moral lesson for the young generation, for all of us, to treat our parents, our grandparents with respect, honor, and love. Now, let's move toward the next question, which is answer the following question with reference to context. We have to answer with reference to context, so we have to keep the poem in mind. So, the lines are, and only this has kept intact his pride and self respect. So, questions are there in your book. I just answer the questions. Part A answer would be intact mean kept in one place, kept as originally intended. In other words, the old man still has some pride and self respect left, even though he is treated with some disregard by his own sons and daughters. So, this was the answer of part A. Questions are there in front of you in the book. Go and see the question, and the first answer is of intact, which is here. Now we will move toward the part B and C of this first reference to the context. And I hope everything is clear till now. I will provide the link of the whole playlist in the description. You can go and watch other chapters as well. If you don't understand anything of this chapter, or if you want anything other from this chapter, you can comment me down in the comment section. I will provide the videos as quick as possible. Next is his association with his grandchildren has kept his pride and self respect. They still value him. So, the B part answer is that his grandchildren still value him. So, that's why his some pride and self respect is intact, that it is left. So, if you like my video, please subscribe my channel Libas English Corner, so it will also boost my confidence to create other videos as well. Part number C answer is without this, he might have been a dry stream bed, that without the love of the grandchildren, he would be a dry stream bed, but still he have some pride and some self-respect left because they, the grandchildren, were treating him very well. Due to their behavior, the old man was feeling very well. Next, reference to the context is they sail to the harbor of his knee. So this is something tricky and something interesting. Now, from the line, it is very much clear that they are talking about the grandchildren when they were playing with their old man or their grandparent. So the answer of the first one is the grandchildren. Who was playing? The grandchildren was playing. Number two, answer is they sail to his knees when they when they play with him upstairs away from the guest while their parents entertain. So, when their parents sent the old man into his room because they thought that they would disturb him, and to the children as well because they were disturbing the guests, so they were playing upstairs, and at that time, this all happened. Third is Third answer is sail basically mean move towards harbor, and harbor basically mean safe place or Nice. So they are saying Nice as a harbor, that Nice as a safe place. So this was important, very important, and I have discussed each and everything in detail. Next question is of working with words in just you have to use the same phrases directly in your answers, and I think it would be very much easy for you. And in the learning about language, there is like the model verbs, and I will provide the link of my other video on model verbs. You can go and watch that. So this was all from my side. In our today's video we discuss another chapter, children understand him, from New Oxford Modern English. I hope you understand everything, and if you don't, you can comment me below. I will explain the things again. So thank you so much. Like my video, subscribe my channel, Live English Corner.